We are now.
Are we? Are we now?
I had to, for a second, check that I spelled eternal correctly.
Eternal. Eternal.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, the worst part was I was right. So my suspicion was for nothing.
That means you can spell though, right?
Let's not go that far. Waystone is on. I might need to reset stream labels. Does that sometimes.
Nope.
Sometimes it do be like that. Hello, Ragni.
Hello? Time for chords?
So it is. Time for Smutty Nose Summer IPA. Has some people from the 1960s in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't care.
I believe this place makes a beer called Finest Kind, which basically just has a picture of my grandfather on it.
Right?
Like two old guys sitting in lawn chairs, and I look at it and it's like, yep, that was my grandpa.
It's Grandpappy.
Go to tip, that was Pop Pop. Something in your eye?
On it.
I will instead concern myself with the knot that your headphones have ended up in. There you
I don't
go.
know how they managed that.
Mm-hmm. He does not make beer now.
Is that because he's no longer here?
Well, yes, but I don't think he did at the time either.
Nah, true. Dead men don't tell tales and they don't make beer either.
True. Hello, hello. We are just getting started. A little late because I had the post-draft bathroom break slightly before draft, which is good. Hopefully now it means I won't have to run away in the middle of stream. I also got 5 packs for end of month stuff, so I guess we can see what's in those. Oh, Spirit Scout. Ooh, Shadowlands Border Scout. I'd love to see one of those in draft.
Yeah?
Clearly I'm opening these packs at the wrong time. I'll be opening them in draft.
Absolutely.
Take an Aura Captain, too. It's always been fun. Getting all our draft rares out of the way right now, I guess.
Yep.
Like Vapor Hut.
Hell yeah. Weed Hut.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's it gonna be? Ah, it's all chi. Herald of War.
Alright.
Let's start a war.
Nuclear war?
A nuclear war. Let's start a draft. A nuclear draft. Stirring Sand.
Twin Bridge
That's what we're picking. I don't really care about
Oh.
most of these.
Hell yes.
Left right target collar's good. Other than that, substitute's okay. Stirring Sand needs a very particular deck. Twin Bird Sauropod's a bomb.
Yep, he a dino boy.
I am gonna see if I can force time after this, because first pick, Twin Brood seems real nice. Let's see. So we've got Entrapment, Scourstone Sentinel. Pattern Alchemist can be alright, although I don't think he's amazing in draft. Probably Scourstone. If I can get some Sentinels, he's really good. And he's in time.
Yep.
Really, if I get like any number of Sentinels and I'm able to bond this guy out, it's just ridiculous. He was a problem in set 3.
Yeah.
And I mean, outside of that, it's basically either someone passed on Entrapment for the rare that was in this, and Sugarman's alright. Yeah, Stone Powder Alchemist draws a card very slowly. Yeah, I'm not super hyped up about a 2-1 in the current draft environment. definitely gotta say that. I can't believe no one went for Celestial Omen.
It's the long shot marksman, her race.
Yeah. Those are basically what we're sitting on here. I really like long shot marksman, I gotta say that.
Sure, he's good.
Strength of Many is quite good as well, and we saw in the last pack entrapment, so it does seem like there's a decent chance that this is open. Long shot and Blood Beetle being open are nice too.
Yeah, shot.
Yeah.
Draft Elysian, baby, yeah.
Nothing like Celestial Omen, the card that lets you pick a really good card out of your deck when you're in draft and all your cards are bad. That is kind of the biggest issue with it in draft. Yeah, I am kind of between these two, I think. Solid 2-drop, solid combat trick. Xenon, Combre. Xenon's slightly more supported, although in this format things are weird. We shall see. Oni Quartermaster's quite nice.
Alcohol Porter, another long shot marksman.
Ametrine.
Thank you.
Other cards.
The Dormant Sentinel.
CARDS.
Sentinel is a good late pick for time. When you just need something really large, it kind of just ends games. Oni Quartermaster is ridiculously strong to the point where I'm surprised that she was passed on 3 times. That certainly makes me curious. Another long shot marksman is nice. Copperhall Porter is here.
Quartermaster, maybe?
And of course, this pack is also, it's got Dragon Breath in it, so it's now also got Primal as a potentially open thing.
Yeah.
I may go for Quartermaster, try to live my dream.
Yeah, fair. See how it goes?
Hard to say. This is tough. I mean, I would say that if this was a lower cost Sentinel, I'd probably go with something like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is definitely more of a later pick. Long Shot Marksman is also quite solid, but maybe we're just playing Stone Scar. Praxis Banner is actually quite nice. Other than that, it would probably be the Copperhall Marshal with an outside chance of Sorrow Shroud, but I don't really think Sorrow Shroud is very good. +1, +2, you can get that for 1 in Primal.
Yep.
And the wording, the text on the card isn't really that relevant. Certainly not for 2 more costs.
Banner, maybe?
Yeah, Quartermaster and end up in Rakano. That's the plan.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it is definitely showing us some good, some good Justice cards still. Time is unfortunately kind of dried up, which is a shame with my first pick, Twin Brood. Maybe we'll see more time in Pack 2.
Yeah.
I would definitely still be open to leaning that way, particularly with the Praxis Banner. But it's worth noting that these are both doubles.
Yep.
The Mace of the Watchwing. That's an interesting question. Potentially. Mace does draw a card with Quartermaster out.
Yeah, 2 really good time picks off the bat, and then
Yeah. Which is also one of those things that you kind of keep an eye open for when you're looking at packs. We saw that someone passed on 3 Oni Quartermasters in order to pick stuff, and there was basically no time in that pack. So, there's a chance that the really good cards in that pack were just time. I don't really think I can go wrong with either of them. And this is a bit more of a commitment to Justice, which we're now picking our 4th color. There's a Gilded Glaive here, though,
Gilded Glaive.
I'm glad I did what I did.
Oh, I'm picking Outlaw.
Yeah,
Nice.
Outlaw and Valkyrie Cadet, both really good. I mean, maybe we're just making a Arcana weapons deck. I don't know. Maybe these 2 picks are complete red herrings.
That is really nice.
The Cadet is hilarious with a weapon like, say, Gilded Glaive. Oops, 10-5 flying.
Nope.
I don't know if Privileged Rank makes this deck, but I might do it. There's also Young Gun. He is a gunslinger. He does work well with weapons. That's a shockingly late entrapment.
Hello.
Boy, I was ignoring Justice all this time. I should have just taken all Justice. I should have known that it would have just given me nothing but Justice.
Yep.
That was dumb of me. You get a Crested Runt. It is a Sentinel, but it doesn't really do anything for us. Got Token of Honor here. Yes, this is made by the same people who made Clank. In fact, Nyx Atraxian is from Clank. I could be wrong about that. But one of the cards in this game is from Clank, I believe. It's definitely Clank, because her play quote is Clank, Clank, thief, I can hear you. First pick Token of Honor doesn't feel amazing. There's Seraph's Beacon, there's Arachnodon Egg. There's Scavenge, if I'm really committed to that wind chest. It's unfortunate, because my rare in this pack kind of is meh.
Yeah.
My 1 cost 1/1 with charge, or a 6 cost that can play a 5 cost. Wow!
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like Crested Runt was a 2 cost card, I might play it. Or sorry, it was a 2/1.
Yeah.
I might play it. 1/1 just feels meh. Anyway.
What do you think? Egg Glider.
God. Egg is a kind of a better aggressive card, I guess. I don't really feel strongly about either of them. We got Clan Hunt Caller, we got Defiance. We even got Twin Fang Cobra. This would kind of like seal up us being in Wind Chest, be the thought. Defiance is just, it's fucking Defiance. It's great.
Oh, Defiance is great.
It's so good. Loyal Falcon's quite good. Bannerman's quite good. Karendon Steward's quite good. I feel like, yeah, it's definitely one of these three. Probably Karendon Steward. I really like Bannerman. I really hope we're going to get offered another one. I think Falcon's good, but I think these two are stronger. Samurai's good. Forge Master's good.
Yeah, Brawler.
Brawler's good. Recruit's fine. Okay, it looks like Justice is pretty open in these colors, which is good to know.
Samurai or Forge Master?
Samurai or Forge Master. I don't know if I overvalue Forge Master, but I absolutely love the spend a weapon, get a weapon that she has.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if I overpick her, but I feel like every time I've had a deck that's had a bunch of her, I kind of love her.
Oh, it's good. She's good value.
Yeah. I definitely need to find more weapons. One Gilded Glaive does not an Empire make, but
No. Yep.
I think I can probably get away with this. So this is either a Blaze or a Token of Ambition. I'm pretty okay taking a Token of Ambition. There's Grandfather's Axe here, but I don't value that card very highly.
Yep.
Let's try Intimidator or Gilded Flames. Both interesting. This is like some nice removal. Admittedly, my 2 spells right now are both removal. Intimidator is just quite
A very
strong.
solid 4, yeah.
And yeah, she also helps us get weapons for Quartermaster, which is quite nice. I'm definitely looking for weapons.
Oh yeah, we ain't grabbing weapon.
Like the Improvised Club.
No, like another one of her. Alright.
Mob Ruler a Samurai. That's interesting. I think I'd still like Oni Samurai.
Yeah.
Oathkeeper's Hammer is another one that I may pick eventually, but like right now, if you look at this deck, it's kind of topped off at 4. So... none of these cards are all that great. None of these cards are all that great, but I'm okay with taking one that when there's nothing else around.
Yep. Replicator engine.
Back end of that pack didn't really give us too much. This one could be quite fun. I like that Urn of Choking Embers. Could definitely just go for that. These two are both quite good as well.
Yeah.
I may just go with the Urn here, though.
The Urn is very solid.
Firebrand is the sort of card that if I was a little bit... Like, if I had a few more weapons, I'd be real happy. He would love this Oathkeeper's Hammer, but then I'd be going pretty fucking deep.
Yep.
Urn is just solid.
Urn is solid.
Especially considering my deck is so low to the ground right now.
Yep.
There's Fur Hat here, which is an interesting question. Would I take that as an okay weapon? And then, you know, draw some,
Or the Token
Justice.
Division,
Yeah, it's like outside of that, it would sort of be the Token of Vision. Or a scavenge even.
Yeah.
Let's try fur hat.
Bear arms.
That's a bear arms. I want that steely-eyed pistolier, but I think I want the bear arms
We
more.
definitely want the bear arms more. Directed on it.
Yeah, I think right now we've kind of ended up in a Winchester deck.
Yep.
It's fine by me.
Bear those arms.
The right to bear arms.
There's brawler.
Pretty alright with a brawler there. Nothing else here really catches my fancy. Ideally, we find some decent
There's another
banners.
urn. Alright, Blaze?
Oh boy,
Recruit.
this would be Warlock's Brew or Coastal Recruit. I think it would be Snap Pick Warlock's Brew, but I have 13 units right now, a little more than halfway through draft.
You're probably still pretty good at getting through. I think we still have.
Yeah, the question being if I can get away with, I have 2 removal spells right now. I'll give this a shot. I like Warlock's Brew.
Ooh,
Fireheart Recruit's
Recruit.
quite nice.
Yep.
Mighty Strikes would be nice, but I'm okay with an Oni Samurai.
Yep. A hat is really what it's true. Hats are weapons. Another urn.
A second
token?
urn is an interesting question. Yeah, the token would be 2 of my 3 colors. I think if the token wasn't there, I'd take the urn and then we'd ask the question
Wow,
at some point.
We could just get every Oathkeeper's hammer.
I don't think this deck is going to play 2 Oathkeeper's
Every
hammers.
Oathkeeper's hammer.
Call it a guess. Nothing for
Everyone.
me here. Nothing for me here. Yeah, hey Milos.
Oh, hey Milos.
Also that Lethrine Nightblade there.
Like, oh yeah, both.
Copper Hall Marshal, there's Entrapment.
Duke. Oh, I love Milos.
We got Jack's Choice, baby. Play a 1/1 weapon on each one. Along with the Oni Quartermaster out there. It's like a bomb.
Hell yeah.
Refill your whole hand. I want to say that Nightblade is a better choice here,
Better
just
than
in
Milos?
general. He might end up in the deck, but we'll see. Nightblade is definitely less work.
Yeah.
Slightly lower stats. They both really want to be holding a weapon.
Yep.
Milos obviously gets more out of having a weapon. He also gets double damage as long as I have a gunslinger out, and I've currently got 2. Fewer than I was expecting. Yeah, 3.
So Nightblade is definitely a more solid pick.
Yeah, it's also worth noting that it is only 1 influence to Milos's 2. And I think I do want units over the second Entrapment right now. I need to, like, Entrapment isn't actually the removal spell this deck wants to be playing too much, because holding up 4 power is going to slow it down a lot.
One Entrapment is ooh, Deathstrike. Hello.
Deathstrike is a removal where I can play it on my turn and then go about my business. Is there anything else I want more? It would sort of be like, do I want the Valkyrie Cadet?
Yeah.
Do I want just a fucking flat Deathstrike? Maybe I do.
Yeah. Back Alley Delinquent?
Yeah, Delinquent's pretty alright. Right now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 2 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3 drops. He seems fine. Hello, Monolith Guardian. You would have been great if you'd shown up in an earlier date.
Yep.
Smuggler's Stash has the potential of refueling this deck.
Oh,
wow!
Duro!
I don't think I've been able to pick one of these yet.
Yes, the drone's lovely, but yeah, and left my target caller, fucking Whirling Duo. And...
Someone's gonna love that Adaptive Predator.
I love Adaptive Predator.
Strength of Many. Another Strength of Many or
a Watchman or a Militant.
So we only have 1 pump spell right now. I have currently 18 units. With some things I'd be alright to cut.
Good, but there's a few cuts.
If I was gonna cut it, it'd probably be something like Young Gun
and the Spotter.
Aerial Spotter. He is a flying unit, which is kind of a big thing. Might still be a Strength of Many.
Hard to...
That's a tough one.
For Darkness?
Is to have at the very end.
Marshall?
Marshall, I think. Irrelevant.
Ooh,
Wow.
nice banner.
That's good. I was a bit worried about this.
That is good. That is very good.
Okay, so what have we here? We've got 35 cards, 3 power. All 3 of these go in because they have at least 2 of the colors each, which is nice. The new powers look really interesting for draft. If you didn't see, there was a new set of 5 uncommon power cards that are dual faction and undepleted or depleted if you have any cards other than these 2 factions. So like a double card of like time and justice. I don't remember if that's one of the 5. But where if you have any fire, shadow, or primal cards in it, it comes out depleted. But if you build your deck with only those 2 colors, it comes out as active power. And that's really, really strong because you have full control over it coming out active. And it's like basically the only dual power that does that at the moment. All of the other ones are conditional.
Yep.
Anywho, what the fuck am I doing here?
London or the arrow spotter for the for unit.
No, that is the question. Deck is actually managed to be about half justice, mostly because of the attachment. I likely take out hammer, although maybe I keep it as a top end. I'm not sure. Out of all of these, it's weird because Smuggler's Stash is so fucking large. This deck wants to run probably 17 power because I don't have any fixing.
And you've got some empowers.
Yeah, or I don't have any like unit fixing basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, having empowers is nice. Aerial Spotter is sort of interesting one.
Yeah,
I think
it's her or the young gun.
Yeah, and I think the young gun has slightly more of all the weapons and stuff I got. It's interesting because like Smuggler's Stash would be really, really good in a deck like this because I could get so much value out of it. It would be a good way to finish off. Like maybe I keep Smuggler's Stash but remove Cover of Darkness. In the sense that they're both cards that try to end the game. And I do get the feeling having both of them might not work. Maybe I cut that in Entrapment. Interesting question. Then we've got the Defiance, the Warlock's Brew, and at the very top, the Death Strike. Entrapment, it's just worse Death Strike, baby. Yeah, they had a big blog post today about how this set is going to be very, or how the new set, which is coming out next week, by the way, is going to be a lot more focused on mono-faction, and in fact, the only multi-faction cards are these 5 powers and the final set of black market merchants. So they're completing the full black market merchant cycle, and other than that, and giving these dual powers, and other than that, everything else in the set is going to be monocolor, which is interesting. Mm-hmm.
Young gun to go to.
I guess I do a number of 1. Maybe I do that. And I have no idea what I put power in.
Yeah, we've got doubles.
Yep. Got 4, 5, 6 fire sources, 6, 7, 8 justice sources, and 6, because shadow isn't all of those. The one thing with justice is it's like I got the Oni Samurais to start, and then I don't have anything.
Yeah. It's most of our. It's like spells and what.
Interesting. I feel like it's one of these two. I might regret that, but who knows? That makes us up to 7 shadows, right?
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 justice. That might or might not work. I don't know. Damn it.
Not
As a redraw,
bad,
that would
yeah.
play. Damn it. This deck is definitely going to have this power
We
problem.
are definitely
This
gonna have
plays.
to highly value getting our like
Yeah.
influence and something to and
Yep. I might play this. Again, as a redraw, like I wouldn't go down to 6 off of that one. I'd probably keep this even.
yeah.
I can almost get to Broken Wing on its own. Well, we will see what happens with this one.
Yep. Kinda went in a very different direction.
Yeah,
from
it's
what I
unfortunate
expected.
that we couldn't play those fucking dinos. Twin Brood Sauropod. I
Yep.
keep wanting to do Dinosaur Tribal and the game just refuses to let me.
Yep.
Hello, Asian Yeti.
Close.
It's missing a Justice.
Yeah.
It is most likely to draw Justice, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is ballsy. I'm just not sure that I'm going to get a better hand, and that's the big
yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It has most of our influence. It has a play on 2.
Ah, they went down 1 too. That makes me feel a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the big thing is, if this wasn't in the hand,
Ooh, hello.
it would be like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I hope they don't kill this. If this wasn't in the hand, I would have kept it without second thought because it's the only one. All right, they've managed to pull themselves back to card parity in a sense.
Our steel is
I'll
sharp.
hide the fact that I have this strength of many.
Hello. Play that on her.
Axes up.
All right, you got that annihilate. You do not. Didn't think so. I would not have played that if they were on 4 power here.
Ah.
Fun fact. I may still regret it. Although if they're just kind of out of power, that's fine too.
Hi, Stuart.
Ah, Stewart of the past. No, that's a separate one.
Another glass.
I pledge my loyalty.
Yeah, you fucking do. Ooh, scary.
With the axe and strength of
You messed with the wrong girl.
Irrelevant.
Oh, no, irrelevant. There you go. There you go. Irrelevant. You
I
won
found Number
anyway.
Wang eventually.
Well,
It took me a bit to notice that. Oh dear, we won 2 games last week. So we've won 50% of the games that I won last week. Alrighty then.
well, that went very fast.
Yeah, they did not get their mana. Whatever they wanted to do, they did not get the power to play it. Which when you're drafting 3 factions, you gotta be careful with.
Yeah.
Like, it is the sort of thing, it feels real bad to not be able to play the cards in your hand in draft, but like, you have to be considering that when you're doing the draft itself. Like, you can really give yourself a way more playable deck. Ooh, boy. It's the only thing that sucks about this is he would be a reason to keep the hand, but he's the only way that it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
It does have everything as far as influence goes, and it does
Yeah.
have plays on turn 1 and 2. I'm not huge on this, but I am worried that the next hand would be
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
I do at least have the Delinquent. Like, basically, we're hoping we get some good top decks, but I will at least be able to see their hand. That's a good one.
And we've cursed we've cursed them immediately.
Curse you!
Another glass.
If I had a unit down, that'd be great. Ah, that's good though.
What are you gonna do?
Which is interesting. I think I throw away the Shadow Sigil. It's sort of like, do I want to be able to play Death Strike or do I want to be able to play Gilded Glaive? So if I pull Death Strike, I feel kind of bad. If I pull Gilded Glaive, then it's like level 10 genius.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Sabotage and hold.
Yeah, I'd like to see what their hand is. Ah, neat.
Fine.
What if you just didn't have that? I'm gonna do 1 whole damage to them.
Yeah, I love one hold.
Okay, so the rest of the next 3 cards in their hand are either power, which that was one of, or units. Pretty easy one.
You will pay for
They
your
did not pull a
crimes.
fast spell. And they'll pay for their crimes, which is fun.
Kano's weapons unmatched.
Ah, that's the only time that would have worked. 1 whole damage,
You
baby.
messed with the wrong
Yeah, that's gonna be
girl.
an issue.
Yeah.
They never stood a chance.
Yep.
Too easy.
They are at least running out of cards. I'm debating whether I want to trade 1 for 1 here, or like put a weapon on her so she... I think I can defer that for 1 turn. Let's put it that way. That does not help too much.
Not
Remember the
very
Valkyrie!
helpful.
Strongly prefer you not to have just pulled a Bare Arms. Probably hit the 5-cost unit personally, but you do you. Now they don't attack in with the Tiger. They're gonna play a weapon on it next turn.
Yep.
Not sure why they didn't attack in with their dude. Seems a bit weird. That is such a bad draw here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this one.
Yep.
We just did not get any gas,
Yep.
which was always the worry.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
No charge for you. On the plus side, I did deal with that. That does give me some hope. Need to not draw power here, though.
Oh, hello, power.
Yeah, I need, you know, literally anything to deal with this guy.
Yeah.
Because we did run them out of cards, it should be noted. Unfortunately, the cards that they had were just enough, and
too much power.
we managed to flood to 7 power there,
We must hold the Direwood!
which is just such a
Unfortunately,
shame.
we can't hold the Darwood.
Yep. Ouch.
Ouch. Yeah, they drew a lot of gas and we
They-
did none.
We ended up with the exact same amount of power.
True.
I'm not sure
true.
how that happened. They were just able to get so much more out of their hands because we pulled
Yeah.
so many bad tempo ones.
Yep.
Um,
Not bad.
it isn't. It feels bad that I don't get to play Oni Samurai on 1 or I get stuck on 2. But it might still feel like I want to keep this and play the Intimidator out as power. This is a tough one. If my next draw is power, I feel real bad about this. Let's just put it that way.
Yep.
Fiends!
Ain't nowhere to hide.
That's a very annoying card that I will unfortunately have to block with my 2-1. That's okay.
Yeah, sometimes it's such a hard call.
Yep.
Like, if you don't draw power, it's good. If you do draw power...
I need you to stop, sir. Well, I'm actually kind of glad they didn't attack in there. That was kind of them. Definitely need some stuff to do, though. If I were them, I would really be attacking in here to get my 2-2, though.
Yeah.
Just send both of them in. If you have a trick, there's a high chance that I'm just dead.
Rule number 1, don't drop your
fine.
tools.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really get to do snowballs. I mean, I can't play her, unfortunately.
Yep.
Our steel is sharp.
Man, I am just pulling so bad right now.
Yep. Those are not good draws. Like, weapons? Weapons would be good.
Yeah, a bear arms would be nice.
Have a few of those in our deck.
Mm-hmm.
Come,
Oh,
my
God.
friend.
Yeah, we're just getting run over right
Run
now.
over completely. Our draws are
Oh,
dead as shit.
this sucks.
Follow me.
No, we're getting run down. Yeah, fair.
Swords sharpened
We
through.
don't have any weapons. We don't
Woof.
have any weapons in this deck, right?
Nope, not a one.
Not a weapon, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm keeping bad hands or just drawing
I
really
don't think so.
badly.
No, we're drawing real bad. We're keeping okay hands, but then like drawing nothing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm picking hands that need to draw
True,
something.
But that's gonna be the case with all hands, really.
Once again has my colors. It once again misses the Oni Samurai on 1, which is an issue, but it does at least have like a thing to do.
Ain't nowhere to
The other thing is we're drawing very functional hands rather
Yeah.
than good ones.
Rather than
In a way.
explosive hands.
glory in battle.
I don't really want to play the fur hat on her. I mean, she becomes a 4/5, which is not bad, but
I fly for the throne.
that's the kind of shit I want to see.
Swords sharpened through.
If they use removal on the quartermaster, I probably do end up playing the Valkyrie Cadet out, though.
Yeah.
Keep the hat for her, or did you play it on someone?
I still don't value the hat too much, especially not with him up.
Oh, high bear arms.
That's nice, though.
Oh, that's a better one to go on our
That's a much
cadet.
better thing to go on a Valkyrie Cadet, yes.
Do you wait? Well, you have to wait till that. You play the bear arms like on her immediately, so she.
We'll see. I probably let it ride if they decide they don't want it. A bit dangerous to leave it to them. I mean, right now I'm winning the race pretty handily.
I am ready.
Plus, at least
Oh yeah, we do have that.
that up, which is nice. You gonna play defense yet? I'm very obviously holding up a strength of the many right now, which is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bear Arms now comes out as a surprise. I play it next turn even if they do remove the 1/1.
Yep. And you put it on your that boy. Shadow.
Yeah. Definitively.
You got Ecto Cooler.
I'm curious what their plan is right now. They do have 4 cards. There's definitely things they could do. They also have 3 war cries that we have not seen,
Yes.
I believe. I do tend to find that playing it safer, particularly with your power, is a better strategy in draft, in the sense of like
All right.
being able to play
Okay,
things.
I'm going after that one.
I don't care. Like, I could have spent power to turn him into a thing, but I don't think spending Strength of Many to save that is necessarily the good play.
Hi.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
This, though. This is pretty good.
Our steel is
They're
sharp.
out of block range.
Yep. Why, yes. Ah.
Balls.
Well, that
Pay
blows.
for your
That
crimes.
ball, that blows so hard. Yep.
Turns out Defiance is also a card that I could have, that they
Yep.
could have. Does mean I can't kill their punter, which is unfortunate.
And kill their bird, though.
Yeah, and the bird is probably more dangerous, all told.
Damn.
Yes, we have been keeping up with spoilers.
Defiance is such a good card.
As it turns out, not that it's in our deck or anything.
Mm-hmm.
We did, in fact, pay for our crimes. Well, that's fun.
Ooh.
Alright. I also get to see that they have a stat trick here, which is fun. Oh!
You don't want to make my allies your enemies.
I want to make my allies their animes.
All right.
Damn. That sucks. Maybe I should just play the Brawler and sat.
Oh, there's that war
They
cry.
found a war cry,
Hi. Oh shit.
And I lost a Death Strike.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he does not stop that.
Remember the Valkyrie!
I'll at least stop their war cry generator, but, Oh, fuck.
Oh, we're screwed.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I think we've managed to find a way to lose this one.
This deck did not deserve to go 1-3.
Ah!
Fuck.
To glory!
Oh fuck.
You will pay for
I
your
could hit a
crimes.
Millie, but it doesn't matter.
No.
None of this matters. Alrighty then. I'm sorry.
Card was so promising and then just fucking flop. Yeah, we've seen that guy a lot in draft somehow.
2 whole times.
In 2 weeks running when we've
Yep.
done what? This is our 3rd draft. Seen him in 2 drafts
Ugh.
that have gone like no games.
I'd predict that's about as likely as times when I go 7-0 2 weeks in a row. Alrighty, let's try to do not that. There's
And
Rooftop
Rooftop
Vigilante,
Vigilante.
which is amazing. There's Pillow of Amar, which is amazing. I feel bad having to pick between these two. That's about it as far as this pack goes. Entrapment's fine, but these two are the ones that I'm looking at.
Pillar of Mars is a fucking bomb, isn't it?
Pillar of Amar is wild. It does cost 7, which is probably the biggest thing about Rooftop Vigilante.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, hell yeah. The downside being that it's 2 colors, so it kind of commits you more than Pillar does. Like, Pillar is saying I'm playing time. This is saying that I'm going to be able to play Justice and Shadow.
I mean, Justice is a fairly safe bet, though.
Justice, that is true. Just always play Justice.
I always play Justice.
Oh yeah, that is generally also the way that I value cards. If 2 cards are really good, the cheaper one is usually the better one to pick, particularly in draft. Pillar of Amar does cost 7, and you don't really want to play it until you hit 8. Rooftop Vigilante, if it goes down, if you've got these 2 colors, you're pretty much set. So yeah, let's see if we can get an Argenport deck going.
Oh, Jesus.
All right,
Finest Hour,
wow, strong
top
start.
of whole part, or Jesus.
Ashara is really, really good.
Ashara.
I probably end up taking Finest Hour, though.
Not gonna take our girl.
I love Ashara. She can be a little bit tough to make work in draft. She's still really good in draft, it should be mentioned. Like, playing Quick Draw for the cost of killing off one of your units is actually a pretty good, or Rapid Shot for the cost of killing off one of your units is a pretty good trade for you, particularly on a deadly unit. But,
Yeah. It does kill your units.
But yeah, I probably take the Finest Hour here. I think if, you know, like overall, I'm pretty happy that whoever this was decided to take an uncommon over Ashara, Finest Hour, Copperhall Portal, and Steady Marshal. So that's a good start.
Yep.
Trusty Revolver doesn't really do enough. If we were like committed to this plan and it was like pack 4 and fairly late, I'd be pretty happy to see it. As is, Finest Hour is just way better. Linebreaker's Shield or
Jesus,
Whirling Duo.
Or Whirling Duo.
This is wow. There was a Whirling Duo in our last deck, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was.
How
we
sad.
we never got to see it.
So this is basically choosing the direction of the third color of the deck here, because these are both bomb cards in their colors.
Rakano is real good, so I'm leaning towards that duo.
Generally, just going Rakano, yes, is kind of a fair way to live your life.
Shield is fucking amazing.
Another Twin Brood Sauropod, so that's
Jeez,
fun.
Ice
So there's
Blade
Drone, which
Warchief,
would have made what's her name, Ashara, a lot better.
Target color.
There's definitely Target Collar here. Final Shot Rider is alright, but not incredibly aggressive. I think it's one of these two, and I think this one's the better one for particularly how early we are. Huntsman kind of sucks, should be mentioned.
Yeah.
Nothing else in this pack is super exciting, so I probably have Mithril Mace. Oh yeah, Shara and Madness is kind of hilarious. I love Blood Beetle. I know a lot of people aren't that high on it. Might pick an early banner here.
And over the drone.
Even over the drone and the marshal. So like, if these were like Oni Samurai, which I know they couldn't be because we're an Eternal pack, but like if they were better 1-drops, I would take them, and if they were like really good 2 or 3-drops, I would take them.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, these two aren't the most impactful units, and
Yeah.
I think it is at this point I am absolutely forcing Argenport.
Fixing.
And if I can get my fixing for that, that's really good.
Yeah.
To the
Right
point where,
on.
hey,
Ooh,
wow, that's a
Finest
low
Hour.
dropping Finest Hour.
Oh.
Boy, the game really wants me to pick a Transmogrifier. This deck will not play 2 Mithril Maces.
Mars Chains.
I have to pick it over a Bear Arms.
Oh, Jesus, yeah, we do.
Let's
Yeah, we
just
fucking
pick
do.
that before I talk myself out of it. I'm not gonna play that, but
Oh, Conflagrate.
anyway, yeah, this is
Yeah,
just
we
a
are.
Conflagrate.
We're playing a Martyrs Chains deck. Let's fucking do it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking do it.
Just fuck it. I don't own 4 Martyrs Chains. I didn't own 1 Martyrs Chains before a second ago. This
Conflagrate. I
this
mean,
Martyrs Chains is not going in this deck. I
Yes,
just
it
need
is.
that to be said.
yes, it is. Going.
Ooh, Axe Sharpener
in
or
the deck.
Forger is an actually interesting question. In the sense that Axe Sharpener gives you all of the weapons that you play on her back. Forge Master just gives you weapon, you know, like just gives you a weapon when you play shit on it. It's definitely one of these two. This deck is going to be aggressive as fuck.
Yep.
Let's see. What are we dealing with? Mobrel's pretty good.
Yeah,
It would be that or Makeshift Barrier. I think Makeshift Barrier is quite good, but I think this deck is going to shape up to be a pretty decent Mobrel
Okay,
kind of deck.
Intimidator.
Intimidator feels pretty good.
Bear
Arms feels
Arms.
pretty good. Vapor Hut, baby.
Edge?
Either Seer's Beacon or an Umbral Edge. Beacon is actually a surprisingly aggressive card because District Infantry is a 3/3. So even playing it on 3 isn't so bad. And this deck I feel like is going to be A-spacing a lot.
The
So
edge is nice as an extra weapon.
The Edge is nice as an extra weapon, but it is a relic weapon.
Ah, yes, it is a relic weapon.
Yes.
Sir speaking stuff.
Yeah, let's get a Justice match.
Yeah,
Justice.
Let's do it. Do it.
Oh, Jesus. Back for more. I'll put this Lost Scroll in here. Nothing else is really all that exciting to me.
Yep.
Token of
Token of
Ambition's
Ambition's
pretty nice this late in the
nice.
pack. So a Token of Ambition is pretty nice this late in the... Alright, so a Token of
Jesus.
Ambition
Oh, Jesus.
is pretty nice this late in the pack. damn it.
Oh god, Steward or
Steward,
Bear
because I
Arms?
have 6 units right
Oh,
now
yeah,
and
we
6
need-
attachments.
we need
This is
to-
not gonna make it this deck, and this isn't either, but let's not talk about that yet.
It's going. Oh, hello.
Alright, shit.
Coastal Recruiter Batterman.
Oh, damn it. I want Torgov's trading
We
post.
actually don't need.
It might be the worst site.
We actually don't need Bannerman as much because we have 4 tokens. And
Maybe.
2 banners. I feel like we don't need Bannerman for fixing as
Yeah.
much. We could do. I don't know. Is Coastal Recruiter better than Bannerman or not? What do you think?
I mean, it's a 2-2 versus a 3-3, but I do think that even with all of the fixing that I have,
Bannerman is nice.
Bannerman is still a good card. Yeah, I know, I could spite draft the site. It's not like I have any because they're terrible. Just splash the other 2, it's fine. Play 5 color just so I could play Torgov's Trading Post, which at the end of your card, discard a random power card from your deck. Hooray! I could play Call the Ancients with it. I'm actually not sure about this pick here. Because, like, a 3-3 is really good in draft, particularly for stuff. Yeah, Bannerman for chains fixing, exactly.
Absolutely.
Just being able to play everything, like, guaranteed is so nice.
Fair. Yeah.
Yes, chains is gigantic. We'll see if I regret that. Another Bear Arms, Scavenge. If there was a better unit in here than this Heirloom Seeker, I'd
Yeah,
probably
would
take. Like,
take that,
if I had a deck with relics, I'd be happy to see that. Like, 2-3 unblockable is pretty wild, but I don't. Intimidator's nice.
Yeah.
At this point, if we find
Ooh,
enough units, we
Samurai.
win the video
Nice.
game.
That's
That's
nice.
kind of what we're coming down to. Sharpener over a 3rd Intimidator. This deck probably doesn't play Soft Burglar, but it might.
Barrel through. Nice.
Barrel Through's pretty good. Blaze might happen. Blaze can go face, worth noting.
Yep.
None of these are important. Broken
Ooh,
Wing
Broken
Brawler this
Brawler.
late is wild. Champion of Mystery,
Hi,
baby.
buddy. Oh, Nightblade.
Yeah, Lethrai Nightblade seems pretty good here, even over that Strength of Many, and even over that Stone Scar banner.
We have Barrel Through and 2 Finest Hours.
Yeah, we're actually doing pretty okay with that. Entrapment's pretty nice. Burglarize, baby, for all those relics people are playing in
Hell yeah.
draft. An
Martyr's-
entrapment on a turn that I'm not
Martyr's
doing anything else
Chains
is nice.
is a relic. It's true.
Dark Return is really good.
Mm.
Still really need them
And
units.
Extinguish.
Extinguish is really good. Stone Scar Banner's quite nice too, but
I think we're okay for fixing, honestly.
really hoping there's some units,
Oh,
like this
Porter.
dude.
Porter's nice. Really nice. Ooh,
Loyal Watchwing's good. Finest Hour and Long Shot Marksman, Jesus.
You have-
I need enough units.
Yes, we do have 2 Finest
I
Hours as well.
I would snap pick this in most situations, but I really actually do like Long Shot Marksman quite a lot.
Cover of Darkness is nice.
Good finisher.
Probably won't play 2 of those.
But hey, who knows? What a world we live in.
Another Smuggler Stash.
Well, I'm glad I took it. Okay, this is going to be a fun set of cuts. So let's see. Endure is definitely out. At least 1 Entrapment's out. Smuggo Stash is out. I do at least have 6 fucking power before I put sigils in the deck.
Kill one of the Mithril Maces at least.
Yes, Mithril Mace is out. I'm sorry, folks.
No! Martyr's Chains!
I know. Technically speaking, Seraph Speaking is a unit, so we're up to 18 as long as I don't want to cut any of these people. Which,
don't
to be
think
fair,
we do.
actually...
I think Softfoot Burglar is basically the worst unit.
Yeah,
we
Softfoot
have.
Burglar is the worst unit in this deck, and it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, honestly, like every other one of those units is really good, and we've actually got a pretty decent curve. Oh,
Yeah. The big thing here is that I am definitely going to struggle to put attachments on things. But I do have Finest Hour and Barrel Through to cause these things, or to cause whatchamacallits to happen.
Renowns.
Yeah, Renowns. That's the word.
And, yeah, if we get to 0-2, we're putting the Martyr's Chains back in.
Alright, I agree. The Dark Pact is sealed. Cutting the Entrapment because it's not aggressive enough. This is
So are
15
we
power right
running
now.
17 power.
We were running 17 or 16. I'm not sure which. For Mace is an interesting ask. It is quite high up, but it does have quite a lot of, I guess we're sort of in this situation where we're like Cover of Darkness and Mithril Mace fill similar roles. The deck is more Justice than Shadow. So like it can potentially swing the double cost. That is an interesting one. I think one of these gets cut, but I'm not sure which.
We're pretty aggressive, right?
Yes, we are aggressive.
So I think we want Darkness.
Oh, that's the
Get
thing.
over
Both
the
of these
line.
are fairly aggressive.
Yeah.
In the sense, Mithril Mace does help you get over the line because it clears away something and lets you continue ace spacing.
Yeah.
Cover
true.
of Darkness just wins the game, though.
Yeah.
Like both of these would be used in a context where I was trying to get damage across to get
And
lethal.
Do we like Blaze and Mob Rule? Do we get?
I think I like both. Like basically, I am kind of considering them to be removal, but I guess as far as it
Yeah,
goes,
you have.
I have these three for removal, particularly because I cut
Profligate,
the.
Extinguish, Mob Rule.
Yeah. Mace can get War Cries. I don't consider War Cries as a valid or as a reasonable like thing to hope for.
Probably not in this deck with the Samurai.
That's true. What do we have that has it? Just the Samurai. That's and
Oh,
the
and
whirling
the
or
roof-
rooftop
The
vigilante.
Blowing Watchwing, the rooftop
Yeah.
vigilante.
So we do have some.
We do have a decent amount, but
Because even Brawler gets it eventually, but
Yeah.
I even still going for War Cries on a single card isn't really a strategy to make you really want to play a card. Plus, if I play a card with War Cries, any unit with War Cries, and then play Cover of Darkness,
Yeah.
it wins the game better.
it do.
Mace is nice for sniping flyers, but I still like Cover of Darkness more than Mithril Mace. Let me just say it.
Yep.
I like Blaze because it's also reach, worth noting. I like Mob Rule because it's pretty good removal, especially in a deck that's just gonna be slamming unit after unit. I think it is probably one of those two.
Yeah.
They're both unit based, whereas Extinguish is decidedly not, nor is Conflagrate. I don't know which of them though. This is more expensive. It's like this has reach, but it's more expensive. This is less expensive, but I can't use it to kill my foe.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. I guess when in doubt, cut the more expensive card, right?
Yeah, sure.
So let's see. We've got 14 Justice, 12 Shadow. My doubles are, I think, only the target caller, right? Wow, I fucking called that.
Yep, nice.
I didn't actually realize that.
So we have 4 that's all the colors, so we
Can't play this hand, though.
no. And that's gonna happen. Geez, a lot, apparently.
That might play. God, we have 17 powers, so it shouldn't happen all that often.
Yeah.
Anywho.
We've got all our powers.
Speaking of
there.
which, we have a new emote. Now that I've said it.
Right, we're an hour in. Anywho.
Can I use my own emotes?
Yeah, you should.
Anywho. Let's give this deck a shot.
There we go. We have the new emo Any to go along with who, or just to be used
Or really, if you like the word any,
any way you want.
it is a tier 1
Who
emote.
any who and banana. Oh, that's so close.
Does technically get there.
I don't think can't play it on 2,
No.
but
But that's fine. When's playing on 2 ever helped me?
certainly probably not worth going
6.
down a card.
I'm worried to go 6 most of the time.
I mean, there's no guarantee we'll get a better.
Well, that's good at least. That at least lets me play other stuff. He goes down on 2. He doesn't stop that from, doing its thing, but at least
Yep.
I have a play.
Yep.
And then I can play the banner as a thing and do whatever I
Love
do.
the name, the Clam Burglar.
The Clam Burglar.
think if going down to 6 gives you better odds of getting a better hand, you know, it's good. But if you're like, oh, I might just get like a bad hand.
It's
and
the
also
sort of
be down
thing
a
you
card.
really have to consider how bad it is
Yeah.
to go down a card.
Yeah.
Now, of course, our opponent could just disconnect from the server and have their computer catch fire.
Can only pray.
It is a strat. They did miss turn 2, which is nice. So basically, they played a 2-2, or they played a 2-drop here in the grand scheme of things. I could get cutesy. I only need one. I only need this one Fire Sigil on demand, which is nice.
Yep. Yeah, your hand needs to be unplayable.
Yeah, exactly. Because, like, you can just get a bad hand at 6. It is really important to recognize that. So they're doing damage. We're doing damage back to them, which is nice. I just play this Token of Ambition, because I was just going to play this anyway. Although keeping Finest Hour up is nice. And it's not like I have... At 6 power... 7... Yeah, at 6 power in my hand, it's not like I got anything else to be doing.
Steady, archers.
Eddie Archers.
No thanks. She's definitely a win condition in this deck.
Yeah.
Them. Let's go with them.
Them.
As with most fantasy elves, there's androgyny involved.
Yep.
And the nice thing about having this Fire Sigil is, like, if the game ever decides to give me a fire card, that's good to know they have a fast spell in those colors, which is interesting. I play Argenport Banner here again so that I can have both Nightblade and Finest Hour up. You want to play a card yet? It is nice that I am going to be able to activate this dude. So, like, I play
Yes.
deactivated power this turn and then the Fire Sigil to get
Next
him up to a
turn, but
4-3.
Through the shadows.
If they had Justice, I'd be like, okay, you're holding up Entrapment, but they don't, so... I was alright with attacking in with this. 3 extra damage is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh, yeah. Those are planned. It's true. You have something. What kind of play?
They're not. They haven't spent... They have spent 1 total power so far, which is interesting. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to win you games, but, the next one will give me the influence for Martyr's Chains. It's also like, if it was
You
removal...
already have it.
If it was removal, I assume that they would have played it on her already because she's very dangerous. Is it a... Okay. They just draw that? Weird. So we didn't get any value, but we did get, you know, we did just waste a ton of their turns, which is fun. That's the thing. Teleport is no longer in this format. As things is
Oh,
currently.
nice.
That's fun. Not that I'm gonna do it right now.
No, yeah. That thing isn't really... It's doing 2 damage a turn. but,
We've kind of overtaken them
We've
a little bit at this
overtaken them.
point. Plus, next turn I will actually be able to play it on both of those fuckers.
Yep.
Oh, hey, look! They did have Justice in their deck.
Oh,
Go
hello.
figure.
Oh, with the Finest
Yeah, is this
Hour
lethal? This is
and
totally-
blowing...
Oh,
you can't,
no, I
you
can
can't
only
do
blow up
both.
one.
Yeah, but
Oh, we're getting there.
you're almost there, yeah. Could...
I probably just blow up these two.
Do you attack and see if they block before you them up or not?
That is fair. Not like either of these are, like, imminently blockable. They'll likely end up blocking this one, but honestly, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. I mean, the nice thing is next turn I then get to just fucking do this.
Now you can actually just block them both if
Yeah,
you want,
exactly.
like now, or do you want to wait? On
I would
that?
probably wait. I can do it at the end of their turn if I want. Particularly if they decide they want to attack in for some reason and then play some other blocker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were waiting real hard for that Justice. Which is the thing when you go 3 colors.
Yep.
Only the best for
Wow. So
Alright.
yeah, that's why I save Comph the Great.
Yep,
In
yep.
case they play something incredibly dangerous. Does mean they're not dead this turn. Boy, howdy, did I flood out.
Yep.
There, I can finally play Martyr's Chains. And on the plus side, if they don't kill this, they're dead next turn. I really hope they don't hold up 4 power. Now that they're Injustice.
Yep.
I love this. I love it
That
so
is
much.
ballsy.
I still don't know what their fast spell that is in Time or Shadow is. Ooh, indeed. Well, they are now at 0. Well, we flooded pretty hard in that game.
We did.
For them droughting. 10 power in a 17 power deck.
Yep.
It is also why I draft fixing outrageously highly.
Yeah.
Like, Bannerman would be a bad card, but he is actually one of the best cards in the set. Agent Dynamo.
I love those Yankees on trench coat. Alright. I like it.
I wish I was going first.
Fair, yeah.
But it has everything but the ability to play, what's her name?
Martyr's
Target Collar.
Chains, obviously.
And Martyr's Chains, yes. Sorry, my bad. What are you gonna do? Hit me in the face?
Pick a card, any card.
Strange Shrimp. Thank you so much for the 11-month resub.
So what's that gonna get when you like...
A snowball. Gross.
Pick a card. Any card.
You fool! Almost anything that gets Blood Beetle across is worth doing. A 1-2 on the ground is awful. A 2-2 in the air is actually very good at cost. What are you gonna do? Conflagrate me?
Sharpen that blade.
She is much more likely to block and
Yeah.
much better at drawing. You know, like if she gets removed, it's like, oh no.
Alright, well, we can play,
Yep. The one thing about the long shot marksman is if they do play something on this, they get a free kill on it, but then if they have to spend their snowball on that, that's not the worst thing in the world.
yeah.
Another glass.
I am 1 power off being able to activate the long shot marksman. I imagine if they have a weapon, they play it.
Follow me.
But hey, what do I know? Really wish I could do something for him, but that is all right. My numbers, they're just slightly awkward.
Yep.
But 2 damage in the air return is nice, particularly with this cover of darkness below me. I don't really think there are too many cheap board sweeps in this format. The nice thing is their 5/3 dies 6 ways to Sunday if they attack with it, so they are kind of sitting waiting for something good. He's definitely worrisome though.
Yeah.
He can definitely, if they have something to play on him, do some work. Ooh, that's pretty good.
No.
The 2/2. Alright. Bold of you. I'm okay making that trade.
hold the Direwood.
Particularly with this, which is going to up my attack. Really wish I could trade away that dude. I think I just play this and sit, right? Because they just attack away the 4-2. Or maybe I attack with the Whirling Duo and the 2-2. That does seem reasonable. Because they'd have to trade... They either trade away their whole board, or they only get one of the two of them, and then I get the 2 damage in, and I keep my flyer up. Yeah, I like actually clearing away for the flyer. Whatever's in their hands scares the crap out of me, but let's find out. I'm honestly okay with that, because I feel like I have a better long game here. They're drawing cards, but I'd like to draw cards as well. I have a board. I have health. I see.
That's a problem.
That's an issue. I would not disagree with that.
Stand aside.
Care. That is ballsy of them. I think I should win this.
Yeah.
Stand aside.
I've got a clear shot from here.
I wear arms.
Not that you're gonna get played.
I mean...
Woo! Nice legendary.
Nice.
Enjoy your Kenedins deck. And Snow Pelting isn't really an AoE spell. Like you're paying for each target. Alright, we have officially managed to win more than we have in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I was doing so good on vacation,
Oh
too.
god, you got so many good drafts when we were in Scotland.
I mean, I almost made Master over in
Yeah.
Scotland, basically. The drafts that I did.
And then we came back on stream, and it all went to shit.
Went 2 and 6. It does have all of my influence. It does have Finest Hour and a guy that I like playing later on. I think I keep this. Particularly because I'm going second.
Yeah.
It's not like I want to... Or it's not like a really, really aggressive hand. Alright, I win.
Alright, yeah, we use that as... We use both of those as shadow?
Yes, we will.
Because of our double shadow.
It won't be until a while
Yes,
from now, though.
yes,
Like, I'll
no.
probably end up playing that on turn 4 and not playing the Intimidator.
Yeah.
Unless
We'll,
I play
we'll
some
see
other
about,
stuff,
like,
yeah.
whatever other power we have.
Alright, well, that's what they're up to.
I bear arms.
Yep, Streams is cursed.
Sharpen that blade.
Can't put bear arms on her, which is nice. Or
Exactly.
on the Vigilante.
I would almost certainly end up putting it on her.
She's high.
I could also put it on him. Although the thing about Bear Arms is that it just lets me put it on whomstever I want.
Yeah, when she dies, we get it back.
Yes, exactly. And I think that what I do end up
Are you gonna
doing here is
do
playing Bear
depleted?
Arms.
Ah, yeah. Cool, cool. Oh no, you need to do fire.
Too late.
Oops.
It's fine. Unless I pull Target Caller.
Yeah.
I don't care. I think this is quite good. So now the only counterplay here for them is Silence. Which they are in time, so
Oh,
they
yeah,
could have.
yeah.
Worth noting, Dispel could get dropped on me right now, but even then I'd still have a 3-4. What I'm saying is don't play Challenge by Law on me.
What do I draw? Hunting?
Yes. I debate attacking in with her
Do you
here,
put
and
the
I think I
burglar
do,
down
actually.
just for an extra
Yes.
power?
I've got a clear shot from here.
There's so much.
By the way,
discover.
there's something about this that you might not realize. And that's when I get this back. I believe... Yep, it's a 3-3.
Nice.
Keeps those buffs because it makes a copy of the weapon that's on her. I really hope I get active power here. That would be funny.
Yeah, it would be really funny.
Step up and try your luck.
What have you got? Pulls a cheap relic from the deck. So this could be like a pitfall trap, for example, which is unfortunate. Because I was going to play the bear arms on him. So I guess instead it's just full speed ahead, baby.
Let's dance.
Let's dance.
Next turn, we have bear arms that.
Bear arms someone. Probably the duo. It is interesting because they could like hard remove the duo and get value of the bear arms, but now at this point it's sort of like, well, you're putting a lot of meat on this board, so. Now, granted, it's also the Intimidator and then a Finest Hour, so they have 6 attack on here, which would be exactly enough to kill him.
With the bear arms and a porter, you have a 7/7.
Yeah, actually,
as
I've got
well.
all this stuff, so that's fun. He's also deadly. Go figure.
How can I serve?
Hi there.
Bear!
You know I had to do it to him. Alright, so yeah, this deck has some moves. You could say.
That was fast.
Yeah? People playing on a Friday night, I guess. If I was going first, I think I would keep this. Now,
Alright.
Tane I could get into.
Alright. Okay, so what do we do here?
The
that first?
Ambition first, and
Then
then
the steward?
Steward with the Shadow Sigil and the banner, hopefully with it active. Yeah.
Fire.
What?
Oh, you did use fire. I thought you picked justice, I don't know why. Because it was in the middle. Screwed that by that.
I mean, I moved my mouse afterwards.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what did it. You like moved the mouse. I was like, ugh.
Let me see your conflagrate. Good. They attack in with this, I let those 2 hit base.
Yep.
Your sword.
Fair enough. Don't care about that as much, although it does mean the duo probably waits until next turn.
Have a finest arm behind it.
Yeah.
It's
Through the shadows.
I'm legitimately not sure if I want the one... I think I actually want to save the 1 damage here. Weird as it is. The duo backed by Finest Hour next turn is quite good, though. It will hopefully do some work here. It's another reason not to want to attack. Worth asking if I want to take 5 damage here. I feel like the answer is
that rather than the steward.
I think so.
Bombs away!
That's terrifying.
Hello.
Let's dance.
Hi, I'm very obvious. That is definitely terrifying.
Yep.
That could win them the game, because then they'll just have chump blockers. But then again, I am getting 3 health each time they chump block it, if that's the path that they go down.
Yep.
This isn't that hard, you let them both hit base. And then you attack back all in, and then we just start smacking at each other.
Yep.
Comes a big old slat fight.
Oh, so much to discover.
If they conflagrate him here, I'm dead, but I think I want to just have that out to block the 2-1.
Yeah.
Might even not. It's interesting. I might keep him because he could kill something with a trick on him and I get a treasure trove for that. And like, is that worth 2 damage? It actually might be. Yeah, I think so. Mostly because I still have 3/3. Yeah, that's what I have to deal with. I really need that Nightfall.
Be punished.
Alrighty.
Barrel through.
Yeah, I think so. I like having a treasure trove. Lets me play the treasure trove immediately, too. I'd really like for them to just not do anything, though.
Not bothering hold.
Yeah, it's sort of like at this point, like if I didn't have the Brawler in my hand to play, I absolutely would have kept him.
Remember the Valkyrie!
But now I have 6 damage to smack at them with, and 3 fairly strong units.
Our steel is sharp.
Power here would be quite nice. Okay, that's a weapon. Oh, it's a pistol. Interesting.
Axes up.
That's definitely dangerous to me.
Problem.
That's a hand axe. Can they kill me? 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So exact lethal if I attack all in. So maybe I do just sit here, unfortunately. Because that goes on the drone drop. Oh. Okay.
Yep. Oh, we got a bit run over.
But we're not dead yet.
No, no, we're not. Really, I think we are because we have.
We're not dead yet. Attack with the grenadine. It's like no reason not to get me down to 1 here. You are unfortunately not enough. That pistol whip won them the game.
Yep.
The Elder's Feather admittedly helped. Like,
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying no, but the pistol whip stopping me from being able to recover
Yep.
was actually kind of huge.
Yep.
Oh, now you're willing to attack all in. Weird. When it's completely meaningless.
All right.
Drone Dropper is ridiculously good in draft.
Yeah.
Should be mentioned.
Yep. Oh,
Borderline
God, yeah.
constructed playable.
Yep.
In draft in particular, where there isn't so much overwhelm and flying and all that, it just does so much. 3-4 in the air alone is wild. Boy howdy.
I wish one of those was fire.
I think I keep this still though.
Keep it.
3 playable cards. Once the fire happens, which of course we've got the 4 tokens to help make that.
You do the banner first.
Yes. Yeah, I definitely don't give up one of the only playable cards in this hand.
Right? Yep.
I was pretty much pistol whipped into submission there, yes.
It's true.
Accurate statement. Here.
Deadly v deadly.
Sharpen that blade.
To trade this? Or, well, like, I mean, if they're taking attack here, they're clearly willing to trade this.
course you'll need me.
We just never pull power, then that's just the way it is.
Yep. That's just life.
Nope.
You'll be good as new.
That's mildly terrifying. I would put it like that.
Another glass.
This will be interesting.
Yep.
I am at least always scaring them with the possibility.
Well, we can always bring her back, too.
Yep, that is true. Although it doesn't really do too much to her in that case.
I mean, if she dies, the bear arm comes back.
The bear arm
and then we
comes
can
back.
bring her
She's
back.
still at 2 though.
Yeah.
The funny thing here is that they actually don't have a very good block there, and doing 3 damage a turn is quite nice. By the way, my dude got turned into a treasure trove.
Yep.
Terrifying fate.
Yep.
Remember the Valkyrie!
This deck does have an extinguish in it.
Yep.
It also has a mob roll. That is the thing to be worried about. Ooh. At least with him, power draws aren't dead.
Yeah.
And they might just beat us before I beat them, though.
Yeah.
Their deck has a plan. At least the 6/7 holds them back, which is... I really wish I had my, whatchamacallit?
Let's dance.
Finest Hour.
Yep.
That's a word.
Yep.
Yep. They just went and picked a ton of Sentinels to go with their Gearmaster, which, fair enough. Thanks for freeing that up. Coward. Really want a Finest Hour now.
Yep.
When she doesn't die instantly, you say.
Do the an infiltrate blood beat?
An interesting question.
Can't like bear arms and
Yeah.
it on the same turn.
Which is unfortunate. That would be really good, but I actually do think putting a 2 in the air and then, you know, being able to bear arms it is pretty fucking strong here. This is gonna get interesting.
We also have a dark. Does it dark return with flying?
Yes. Power right now would be lethal, wouldn't it?
Would you look at that?
Oh jeez. Wow, that's a lot of bear arms to put on that.
Is that lethal? That's totally lethal. If they don't have something to react to it. Big if.
What's the lethal part?
5,
oh, two
6,
bear arms
7,
plus
8.
the only samurai. Yes, you're right.
Okay, God, if they can deal with this, they have 8 power up.
Glory in battle.
Ta-da!
Yep. Alright, do you bring him back?
Absolutely.
Put him on the board again. You hold it. No, you put him on the board for attacking him.
He is my win condition.
Yep.
Let's go.
Now's when my deck decides it doesn't want to draw power.
Yep.
We must hold the dire
Bear
war.
arms on him now.
Sure hope I don't feel bad about that 1 damage.
What one damage?
The one that it would have if I'd played the Barons first.
Oh, yeah.
He's at 2. If Nightfall happens, I feel sad, but otherwise... That was the point when they basically had the least amount of power, which is why I decided to do it there as opposed to any other time. Importantly, the if they play Begone on me or something, doesn't really do much.
Let's go.
Them pulling power there is real nice. I'd much rather they have 1 card in their hand than 2. Did I get that power yet?
Right. Well, we whirling do something.
Yep. Yeah, doesn't really make...
One grain of sand at a
Power,
time.
please!
Not power.
I know what their whole hand is now. Also, this is where I missed that 1 damage.
Yeah.
If they pull another flyer or like a Begone or something. And the nice thing is the Whirling Duo stops them from being able to A-space effectively. As does, you know, the +1 that he got. That was godly. That made all of their math so much worse. That ain't it, Chief.
Let's go.
Woo!
Whew.
Well, that was
a
an
match.
adventure.
Yep.
They got Gearmaster and several Sentinels there, and we still
Yep.
managed to outvalue it.
Cover of Darkness to get that blood beetle in the air.
Oh god, yeah. That basically won us the game.
It's very tense for a 10-09 flying situation.
Bugs.
Bug beat robots.
Look,
It's
there's a
true.
bug in the code. It
It's
happens.
true. I'm glad we went to 4.
Yes,
I'm
we have
very,
a positive win draft,
I'm
finally.
very happy about
The last draft in the format, at least that I'll be streaming.
Yep.
I am really interested in what's going to happen with the next session, with the next format.
It's true, bug with bear claws.
Because it's going to be largely monocolor, and it's going to be, like, the mechanics they've revealed, finally.
No.
All of the shadow. The mechanics they've revealed seem super duper, I think I have to do this, honestly.
Yeah, and you have to pledge that guy as well,
Yes.
don't you?
Which is unfortunate, but... Take 2 cards out of my hand, but then again, I can't play him.
Yep.
So, yeah. But yeah, Onslaught and Twist are going to be very, very good draft mechanics. Ah, that sucks. I'm gonna get hit in the face a bunch.
Yep.
Ah, less than
Ooh,
I thought.
4.
How can I serve?
Good, that should force their hand. As long as they don't have like Warlock's Brew or some shit.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, exactly. The hand wasn't bad enough at 6. I would have thrown that away as a first hand. I don't think I'd have thrown it away. Or I didn't throw it away as a second hand, basically. Alright, what's your 3 play? Soffit Burglar doesn't matter. Ah, beautiful. I kind of wish I had that second Shadow Power, but that's just how it be sometimes.
I fly for the throne.
Alright, just flying for the throne.
Yep.
He doesn't block him very well,
No.
because every time you play a spell, he gets bigger.
Yep.
Doesn't even have to be on him.
Yep.
I'm happy that they played a 1-drop for their turn 3, though. Less happy, like I really hope that they got something cheap with discounted on this Miner's Musket.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's the life we're living.
Yep.
These were our
It's not the worst thing. Well, I only have 1 move.
It's Bear is move.
Bear is love, bear is life. They're in shadow, so that's the dangerous thing here.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Neat. Very neat.
Nice. Nice.
Is race. Missed a damage there, my bad.
Oh, yeah, you're playing that first, yeah.
Through the shadows.
Bear arms fucks with my perception. If they get down to 1 at any point, y'all can throw a lot of shit at me.
Yep. Will do.
You buying or not?
That's worrisome. What are you gonna do? Mob rule me? There's a lot of things that could be though. If I get a Karandon merchant, I am almost always putting some bullshit in there,
Oh.
like an Annihilate or something.
That's just buying a star would kill.
Potentially, probably, mostly because it would be they'd be playing it on Samurai anyway.
Alright.
All right. I mean, given what my hand actually was, fair.
Fair.
Given what they knew at the time, I don't think they were like. Given the fact they had a merchant, I guess they just did not have any good cards like
Yeah.
to slow my roll there.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what this deck can do, and that's what you want out of a good draft
I
deck.
mentioned that GG looks like a smiley face to me. Like, bags under the eyes smiley face. Like, a very, very tired smiley face, that is.
Keeping this,
Fair.
it's ballsy, but I'm doing it.
It has Arc Sharpener, so you use the Kusel, right?
Yes.
And then fire the token.
Yes, unfortunately, but necessarily. It's got 2. Like the thing, this is sort of where Axe Sharpener shines. I can play 2 fucking bear arms on the same unit.
And get them back.
Yep.
Sharpen that blade.
Sharpen that blade.
Our steel is sharp.
Our blade is sharp. I want that to live 1 more turn.
Just
That's
keep
all I
moving.
need. Oh, motherfucker.
Yep.
How can I serve?
And it's like, I feel totally okay doing this.
Yeah.
Because at worst, I'm pumping my bear arms up. I've turned them into Crown Watch longswords now.
Yep.
They are in time, so if they pull a power and then dispel me, it's like, aw, but then I still have a 6/7. Yep!
Bye.
Hey, I made gold. That's fun.
Ooh.
No need magic when you have bear arms.
Alright. Yeah, you see that? You're like, ah, fuck.
Oh. Oh.
I don't have anything to deal with that.
The scale has now tipped, and even if I find something, it's...
Yeah, even if you blow her up, you get those bear arms back.
Yep. I would need to get, like, fucking challenged by Laud there. That's how good that was. Martini.
Oh.
This is close. Because, like, these two are very good. I need to
Yeah.
pull another...
You need to pull quite a
Shadow.
lot. Yeah.
I would be playing him for sure.
Yes.
As a pledge. That's like to start this hand off. It doesn't really have any tricks though. So let's roll some dice.
Alright.
And then win.
Alright.
Works for me. Won't
Turn,
fix.
turn one Oni Samurai. Alright.
Yep. I'm glad they didn't play a unit.
Glory in battle.
We have the marksman and the coastal and all the influence we need.
Yep. They also missed a turn, so it's time to just turn the screws. They are missing 1 or 2 influence right now.
Play next turn.
Let them figure that out.
Oh, so much to this.
Sharpen that blade.
Sharpen that blade.
They haven't yet, like, found anything to do, so I am just going to twist this knife as much as I can. Definitely a thing.
Stand aside.
Shame I can't attack in with it.
Thinking.
I'm thinking I really hope they don't play something next turn, because I have the opportunity to do something kind of dumb.
Not gonna use your power?
No.
Ah, you want that for the...
This may bite me. Worth noting. If they play a Sandstorm Titan here, I'm a bit sad.
They will
That, though,
be
that fits.
punished.
That's even better. Oh lord, here we go. I cannot begin to express to you how good this draw was. Alright, so I can save him, but I wouldn't kill the automaton off. Not worth doing. It would save this guy, basically.
Yeah, I'll get you a draw card.
It is nice. I actually kind of like that. If I could kill that guy off, I absolutely would have done it there.
Oh, yeah.
Eureka!
Ooh, hello.
Convenient. Another power would be nice.
Yep.
Aww.
Playing another...
Yes, they're playing a Terrazon there.
Which is scary.
Yep. That's fun. If I were to attack all in here, math gets funny.
Person.
Yeah.
Maybe better putting that in the coastal and then using Cover of Darkness to
Next turn,
put
yeah.
him in the air.
Yep. Well, and power would be godly.
Yeah, 4, 5, and
That's
a 5,
okay,
5,
I
yeah,
guess.
unblockable, yeah. And also, if we get a power,
You can also slam a 5/5 into their face.
we can, yeah,
If we get power, we just win straight up.
yeah.
So there we go. This is the case where Sirras Beacon is kind of wild, and it's very important to recognize the synergy that exists. Alright, so they have entrapment is the only downside to all of this.
Yes.
I might do it anyway.
Could you push stairs?
Probably.
Yeah, 1.
3-3.
1.
I attack him
Oh,
with
if you're
everything.
attacking with everything? Okay.
Yeah, it would mostly be like, who do I want going in?
Can't back up anyone with Finest Hour.
Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't matter if they have entrapment.
Oh, it's night.
Clockwork Babbage. It's going alright. You do the math. I hope you held up entrapment.
Yep, 6-1 at the minute.
Mon and Mouse, thank you for the follow.
Thank
I have
you.
played you a bunch of times in Eternal. You're very good.
Wouldn't jinx it. Wouldn't jinx
Yeah,
it.
we'll see. There's probably an entrapment in their hand, although with the Nightfall, it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, I wonder if it's
Yes,
that.
they've got a strength of many, which is fine. I've got that. So now we pray. If they can put something in the air that sticks beyond the Conflagrate, then things get a bit interesting.
Yeah. Our draft was rough. The deck
Yeah.
really deserved to be 1-3, but we got mowed down.
That'll happen sometimes. We had another Emily played on us.
Yeah.
All right, Martini, what have you got? Another crested run. So you went all in on the dinos. Fortunately for us, that I didn't even play.
We must hold the Direwood.
It was a mob rule.
Oh,
All right,
harsh.
so now it gets interesting.
Now shit gets real. Alright.
Yep.
And just enough units to use that and kill that.
Yeah. Wow.
Ouch.
Units and power, for that matter.
Wondering if that was bad for them, because I think if you use the... you can't use Conflagrate to kill 2 things.
Yeah.
I was hoping we could kill their 2 runts off and sneak 2 damage through, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I can.
Can you?
I'm crit 7, right?
Ah, yes, you're right. Because
That's lethal?
if you kill the
Is
2
that lethal?
runts...
I hope that's
yes,
lethal.
they have 2 health. If you kill the 2 runts and then attacking with both, they die.
Whoo-wee! That could have gone real bad. That said, the Bear Arms is actually pretty fucking strong.
Yes!
Like, Bear Arms onto that would have been a real good play.
I was like, oh, we don't have the power for
I know.
Conflagrate, but we did have the power for Conflagrate.
We did, in fact, pull the power for
There we
Conflagrate.
go. Kill the runts, and then we get that 2 damage through.
Yep. Ooh, just barely got it.
Oh,
All right.
1-3 and then 7-1.
1-3 on my
Nice.
last draft of the, or at least the last on-stream draft for sure, of the set 5.2 or whatever.
Yeah, put the chains,
Whatever folks are
put
calling
the
it.
Martyr's chains in the deck.
That is true. I could finally put the Martyr's Chains in. If I had lost, I would have done it.
Honestly, I quite enjoyed this draft format.
Because we finally got some wins.
I mean, last week I was in a really bad mood
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
It was a bad
And
week.
the losing just kind of...
And the losing just made like the losing not because we were playing badly, but because we threw like
Yeah.
shit for every game.
Going 2-6 never feels good.
Oh, we flooded like 3 games in a row, and it felt like shit.
Yep. Slowly build my dust total back up.
I love a Shogun Snapdragon.
Same. Alright, that will actually be all for tonight. Mostly because the first run was a bit shorter.
We're almost 2 hours.
Did end up going for most of the stream length though, because that run ended up being real nice.
I enjoy Eternal.
Eternal is so much fun, and I really like. It's interesting to see that they did this draft format for like what 6 weeks. Like we did one
Yeah,
stream
not very long.
beforehand.
Yeah, it's before we left. I did a lot on holiday.
Yeah, mostly because the expansion or like the adventure came out and then the expansion was announced like a week or two later. It was really surprising. I think like 2 weeks or so. So this draft format ended up being super duper short. But I think the next format might actually be a lot easier to draft because it's got a single color focus.
Yeah, rather than the 3-color.
You may know this. I was very good at set 1 drafts. I can definitely see this draft format or like the next draft format being kind of similar depending on what they put into the draft packs. I'm really curious what they're going to do with the new draft packs. But we will find out all that as presumably next week.
Next week. Alright, well, we'll be back tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
We are continuing our Vesperia Speedster trophy.
Mm-hmm.
God, where did we get to? We got past Act 1.
Yes, we fought Jaeger.
Ah, yes, we fought
Heliord.
Jaeger and Heliord. That's where we got up to in the first 3 hours last week.
Yep.
So we're gonna go for another few hours. Because we'll be the main person. I'll be...
Which means I'll be hitting slightly more buttons than I was when we were killing every fight in 2
Yep, I'll
seconds.
be backing him up as second player this time around. So hopefully, we want to get past at least to near the end of Act 2.
Yeah, we're thinking Act 3 is going to be pretty short,
Oh, Act 3 is gonna
but
be
Act 2
pretty
is
damn
very
short.
long,
Act
so we'll see how
2
far
is
we
the
get.
longest in the game, but yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. That'll be about 2?
Yes,
2 EST?
we think so. I mean, it'll depend on the other stuff we got to do, but
Yeah.
I imagine that'll work out.
Alright, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.